Light.
Lighthawk. It's all right. So welcome. Um, I've done a few introductions, but I'm going to introduce Kaimana now. He was raised in Hilo, not far from, excuse me, Rainbow Falls, near the ocean. Kai is a wonderful name for being near the ocean. He now enjoys living on the Kona coast near the ocean. Still, excuse me, I need to. Little frog, little Koki got stuck in there. There we go.
Sorry about that. I claim responsibility for that. I asked her to make a change. And that's sometimes I just want to acknowledge because our ceremony is about change, yeah. And sometimes it's hard to change.
Yeah.
Yeah, even when we're on a roll, it's all of a sudden it's like, oh wait, I'm supposed to make a change. It's like, and we get stuck in the middle of the change.
That's
So
true.
I want to
Thank
take
you.
responsibility
Oh,
for that.
well,
That was
that's
not her fault, or like it was. I did that. It's like so.
it's
Anyway,
no,
just
no, no
to
blame.
acknowledge that it's not a blame. It's
Yeah.
just like, oh, I see how that works,
Yes. Yes.
right?
Yes.
That's like to me the awakening, right? Oh, I see how that works.
Ah, yes,
Right,
I see how that
right,
works.
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. So, he took pre med courses. He's been very spiritual since a very, oh, I think I'm skipping ahead now. Sorry, we'll go back to here. He offers weekly outdoor yoga and classes and facilitates Ho'oponopono ceremonies. He is an ordained psychic minister, a Reiki master, a massage therapist, and a founding member of the Hilo Lightworkers Center. Lightworkers, yay! Um, Kaimana has been drawn to the study of healing and spirituality from a very young age. He took pre med courses at the University of Puget Sound and did postgraduate work at Fuller Theological Seminary. He has studied with Ellen Caddy, founder of the Findhorn
Finhorn,
community.
Finhorn,
Findhorn,
Finhorn. Eileen
Findhorn
was the one that was
community.
speaking to the nature spirits,
Yes,
just for
and
those of you
that's
who know.
an
Yeah. To
amazing,
hear the angels sing is her book. Yeah.
yes. And as well as the Hawaiian Wisdom Center with Harry Jim and Uncle George Na Ope. And Kaimana has attended several of Hank Wesselman's workshops at New Thought Center, including the final one in March 2020. Um, so um, after we have this program, we will be inviting people to reflect after probably we've let go of the people watching to share if they'd like to share. And there'll be time at the end. And then we'll be releasing the directions. so I'm just so honored that you're here. We've been doing shamanic work here for many, many years. And I'm so glad to have a new presenter for us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, mahalo. Hi.
Mahalo.
So aloha everyone. Thank you for coming. Welcome. Yeah, ikomo mai. Hi. Before we start the ceremony, I'd just like to speak a little bit about this time. Last week, for those of you who are here or watching, or you can follow up, and you might have heard, this is a really auspicious time. We're here to celebrate the spring equinox, which is actually, I think, on Tuesday. Um, but there's this major alignment of stars at this time. Um, it's interesting, just a quick story about astrologers. Um, Before COVID, remember before COVID, um, I had a dear friend ask me to feng shui her house, and after I had done the feng shuiing, she asked me. She said, "Can you look at my astrologer said that on March uh, 19th, I think, or March 5th, like I just heard, it was 3 years ago today that the lockdown happened. Yeah, but this was back in December that my friend was asking me to sort of look ahead. Her astrologer had told her that the stock market was going to crash. She was trying to figure out where to put her money, and and he had said this was going to be a really intense thing, So she asked me to look at that, yeah, and I like to remind people that as a psychic, we don't know everything. Let me back up and say we're all psychic. We all have the ability. It's, the activation of the pineal, the sixth chakra. We all have this ability to see. But just because we can see doesn't mean we're looking at everything. Hopefully, we see more clearly whatever we look at. And so I looked at the time and I was like, wow, that's going to be really big. Yeah, yeah, I think he's right. It looks like there's going to be, and sure enough, right on that date, the stock market crashed big time, the whole COVID lockdown and everything. And I saw the astrologer the next day. And I bumped into him. She's like, "Oh, that's my friend. That's the astrologer." And so I was like, "Yo, man, how did you know that?" And he said, "Oh, from the stars, what I can tell you is that experience is going to be like several years, and it's going to be the most profound experience of our life, this major change." And he told me that like the day it had started. Yeah. And I give that as a background because we all just corporately experienced a radical change that the astrologers are coming. And the reason I told you that story was to remind you of this time now. So this time now, this spring equinox is very fortuitous in that there is the new moon in Aries, which is always the start of the new astrological year, from a standpoint of horoscope. That in itself is profound that the new moon is actually happening on the equinox, which the equinox is like the new year in the sun's time, right? The sun is coming back to the earth, spring is sprung, and so forth. But that is just one of the many astrological things that's happening. It's like Pluto is going to a new place, Saturn is going to a new place. There's all these things that are happening, which we got to review last week and so forth, and it's on the tape. And I highly recommend if that's of an interest to you to kind of check out like what all the astrologers are saying. And what they're saying is that this is a time of rebirth, not spring equinox, but that it's a really profound because of Pluto and Saturn and Mars and Aries, and there's so many planets in Aries, which is the first sign, that this is a really profound potential for amazing radical change. Now, at these times, the way that we change, everybody changes different. Yeah. My teachers tell me two of the most important things we have is our focus and our beliefs. Because whatever you believe, it's pretty much what you experience. And whatever you focus on, that's what affects your feelings, right? Your focus affects your thoughts create your feelings. So I encourage you all to be the directors of your life, to choose wisely where to place the focus. You know? And that's part of the goal of the journey today. Yeah, is to help you focus on new seeds at this new time, at this spring equinox, this new time, this new year, this new season. Life is seasons. Now, sometimes in Hawaii, we kind of forget that a little bit. You know, I like to say there's two seasons in Hawaii: spring and spring, pretty much. Yeah, one is wet, one is dry. Although this year it's been pretty wet. Yeah, one has big waves, one not, but this year it's been lots of big waves. Like this year, the world's changing. Yeah, the signs are everywhere. Yesterday I dove at two step, and it was really obvious to me how much the coral reefs are changing. The world is changing around us. Change is inevitable. It's the one thing we've all experienced in life. Change, guarantee. But how you change, the change in your life, and therefore in the world around you. That's up to you. Yeah. So once again, thank you all for being here. Yeah. I'd like to start the ceremony by welcoming in everyone else. The spirits, we might say, yeah. The four directions, the seven directions, yeah. You're welcome to stay seated, or you can rise also and face the directions with me as we go into the blessings of the directions. Yeah. We'll start with the east. Yeah, the sun rises in the east. The east is also the direction of the spring equinox. Yeah. Aloha. Aloha la. Aloha to the sun, to the rising, to the new beginnings, to the springs. Yeah. Aloha to the spirits of the east, to the winged ones, to those of the air. We invite you to give us inspiration, to shine more clearly upon our sight, that we may see new ways of being, that we may see each day as a new opportunity to be more love and more light. Welcome, spirits of the east. Facing towards South Point. Aloha, spirits of the south. Pele, the fire, the creator, the illuminator. Right? Pele, you teach us about change, creation, and destruction at the same time. The fires down below create the world up above. Uh, the spirits of the fire, we pray for your transforming effect upon our life, that you burn away the dross, that you clear and purify, that you make fresh once again within. Support us. Bye. Welcome, spirits of the south. As we face the west, the place of the setting sun, the water. Here in Kona, we have the ocean, Moana, uh, Honanao, Kealikikua, Aloha Lono, aloha to the water ones, uh, to the dolphins and the whales, the wisdom keepers and the joyful keepers, the ways of emotion and change. Where there is water, there is life. Ola ikavai. Bring us new life. Pour your waters upon us. Pour out your spirit upon us like Aquarius as we come into this new age. We welcome you, spirits of the West, the ancestors, the Amakua. Oh, we face towards the north. Aloha, spirits of the north, the earth, the mountains, Kohala, Manakea, Manoloa. Right. We thank you for your support. Uh, we thank you to all of the ancient ones, the spirits of the north, the ways of the wind, the coolness that brings refreshing change in the winds. We welcome you, spirits of the north. And if you like raising your hands to the above, uh, welcome, welcome the spirits of the above. We say, Heavenly Father, to our star sisters and star brothers, star tribes. We welcome your ways. We invite you once again upon our planet, upon our lives, and upon our heart. Angels, beings of light, all that is above, We give you thanks and we invite you once again to pour out again your life giving waters upon us. Welcome, spirits of above, and down to the earth. Right? Aloha, Mother Earth, divine feminine that supports and nurtures all. We give you thanks for your support, for your beauty, your abundance. Spirit of the earth, Gaia, we ask blessings upon you. We ask that you would move through our lives, that we may nurture you with our thoughts and our deeds. That as we walk upon your face, we would kiss it with each step. Welcome, Spirit of the earth. And if you like, placing your hand upon your heart, both hands if you like. We call it the seven directions, the final direction within. Aloha. Within the great kingdom, within, awaken within, ignite through the elements and the ways, the memories, the powers we have been given. Activate within the spine, the chakra, the flowers to bloom at this time. Within the heart, that we may find love for ourselves, compassion for ourselves, is all our relations. We find compassion, love, and thanksgiving. Mahalo and welcome. So, you are welcome to sit or lay down. We've placed a few mats. Some people like to lay down for journey work. I'll be drumming for about the next half hour. Yeah, leading a guided meditation. Yeah. So go ahead and get comfortable. Be aware that you are breathing and feel the breath moving through the body. Feel this gentle wave of the universe moving through you. Feel the body release, relax, soften a little deeper with each exhale. Feel the chair or the floor and soften into it. Let the feet be soft. Let the legs be softer. Let the hips soften and relax. Let the back relax. Settle down. Easy. Soften through the shoulders and the neck. And soften the face. And soften the mind. Close your eyes and go within. And imagine yourself, see yourself on a path. For we are all in a journey through life. This may be a path you recognize or a path through a field. In this case, a path leading down a hill. Traveling on the path, you may notice the flowers, the fields, the sights around you. As you journey, let all the sounds that you hear, including the birds, the drum, the sound of my voice, take you deeper upon your path. As this path leads down towards a forest, you can see the trees in the distance. As you journey down the path into the forest, noticing the rays of light shining through the trees, the way that the trees support one another, their roots going deep upon the earth. As you travel through the forest, perhaps smelling the forest, aware of the trees and their energies, aware of the creatures of the forest to support you on your journey down the path. And as you journey deeper into the forest, you come to a clearing. Notice how the forest opens into the clearing as you journey through the forest to the edge and onto the edge of the clearing. You see a rock in the center of the clearing, a big stone. Approaching the stone, from behind the stone emerges a friend. This may be a ancestor, a family member, an animal, an angel, spirit. Notice if they have a gift for you. Notice if they have communication for you. Looking them in their eyes. Feel their presence. Thanking this friend, this guide, for their gift, for their wise words, as it may be, just even simply for their presence. Continuing on your journey, once again down deep into the forest, the other edge of the clearing. And deeper into the forest you go. As you journey down deeper into the forest, you see once again a new clearing. This one much bigger than the first. And up ahead, you see a garden in the forest, in the clearing, a beautiful garden. This garden is familiar to you. You notice plants that seem familiar, flowers, blooming fruits. But the garden looks like it could use some work. Certain areas of the garden need tending. And so you take the time now to weed, pulling out the things that limit the growth. And see yourself pulling out the things that limit your growth, that limit the growth in the garden within. This is important in the tending of the garden, the practice of la'au. Noticing another area that needs tending, pulling the weeds, removing that which has taken up space and no longer needed, that the fruits and the flowers may grow more strong. See yourself literally down on your hands and knees, weeding your garden, removing that which limits you, that limits the growth in your garden. And likewise, you notice that there's some plants that have sort of started to die on certain limbs. They're tending to the flowers and the plants. You remove the debris, trimming off the old, that the new may grow, that that the new may grow more vibrant and full. Once again, this is the process of La'ao to care for the garden. And so you take the time now to trim the areas of your life the fruit may bear. And notice there is a bowl of seeds. These are new seeds for your garden. Notice an area of the garden that would be good for growing new seeds. And dig deeper, deeper into this area, tilling the soil, um, and taking seeds and planting the seeds, finding a fountain in the center of the garden, a bowl next to it, and bringing bowl by bowl of water to your new seeds, nurturing the new with the waters of life. And then taking time to wander the garden, noticing the flowers in bloom, noticing the fruit, the trees, finding joy for the abundance of your garden. And if you like, picking a fruit or picking a flower, something that would remind you of your garden. If you choose to pick a fruit, take a bite. And if you pick a flower, smell its fragrance. This garden of yours, so beautiful, attended to. You pick a place in the garden to rest, surrounded by the trees and the flowers you have cared for. You feel the support of nature all around as you relax and go deeper into a place of peace. And as you settle down, allowing your mind to imagine your life as a garden. And noticing the places in your life that are blooming. Perhaps they're relationships, perhaps there's an abundance, finance, or joy. Feeling gratitude for the places in your life that are blooming. And likewise, noticing areas of your life that you would like to grow more abundant. Going deeper into this journey within. And so you make the changes, planting seeds of joy and health and happiness, of love and community, support in your life and in the world around you, in the community. From this place of peace and rest, imagine your life in full bloom. Imagine this community full of love, peace, and happiness, abundance. See this for the larger community, our friends, families. Let this feeling of abundance and health and happiness expand, filling the island of Hawaii, filling the world. And we pray for peace on the planet, envisioning the planet encircled by light. At this time of spring and the coming of a new age, surrounding the planet with light and love, compassion, intending that all beings may be happy, that all beings may be free. And we pray from this place of peace and power now, surrounding those suffering with light. We send light to Ukraine, to Africa, to India. Throughout the world, we send light of peace and health and happiness. Deep within, we access resources, light, powers beyond our understanding to create change in our lives and the lives of the people around us. Going deeper, deeper to access these powers. Allowing your connection to source. Allowing this connection to source. To shine. Healing. Healing in your body. Healing for your loved ones. Peace in your body. Peace for your loved ones. Going deeper into this connection to source. Just allowing this restful time to activate within you resources, energies, thoughts, and dreams of being empowered. Pick an area of your life, a passion, a dream, and see it realized. Feel the joy of more love. Feel the joy of more peace. Feel the joy of more health. Resting here in this garden. You feel the support of the plants and the animals around you, the birds, the creatures of the sky. You even feel the support of the winged ones and the water ones, the four-leggeds and the two-leggeds. From this place of peace, resting in your garden, you recognize your place, that ours is to tend the earth. And as we care for our garden blooms. So before you leave your garden, from this place of peace, power, take this opportunity to see the new you, the new world you would envision for humanity. See yourself awakening in your garden, looking at your garden with fresh eyes, so grateful for the abundance of your garden. It is time we journey back, coming back up through the forest, along the trail back up to the first clearing, to the rock altar, and notice a friend, perhaps the same being, a new being, a new gift, new words of wisdom placed upon your heart that you may come back with a gift for yourself and your loved ones for this time. Thanking your guide, your protector, your friend. Making your way back up the path through the forest once again. Up the hill, journeying back up to this place, back up to this time. And once again, be aware of your body as sitting in a chair, perhaps on the ground. Be aware of your breath moving through your body. Feel the life, force, energy in the breath. Breathing deeply, soaking up this energy, soaking up the peace of this time, and soaking up the power of this moment. Couple more deep breaths. If you like, you can touch your thumb and index fingers together, anchoring the state of peace and power with the symbol for wisdom. And then begin to move your body, your fingers and toes. If you like, rolling your head, gently moving in whatever way feels most appropriate for you. Like awakening from a dream, it's wonderful to write down, yeah, to record your dreams. If you have a phone or a way to write, I encourage you to do so, to make notes. We all experience journeying in different ways. Sometimes the mind wonders whether it really happened or something happened. Or what I can say is, we created sacred space together. And in sacred space, the mind is open to receive. Different minds receive differently. But I encourage you, if you like, to take note. We'll have a time to share if you like, but take note. Passing around paper and pen. I also like to pass around a bowl of seeds. This time, a spring equinox, is a time of planting new seeds. Yeah. Interestingly enough, these seeds are called big kahuna beans. I thought that would be appropriate. Not that I'm a big kahuna, but you're a big kahuna. It's about growing big kahuna in each of you. You know, that's part of this time. It used to be that we would go to the priests to get our answers because they knew everything. In Hawaii, the word is kahuna, the secret, literally, or the keepers, the kahu of Na, Na being peace. But we are ultimately all keepers of the secret, the way of peace. We create peace within so that it can shine throughout. It's one of the things I love about this church. We don't have a priest. We don't have a leader. I mean, Pasha, thank you for your work and the volunteers, everything. But every week there's different peace paths. Yeah. And so go ahead and take a seed. Yeah, there's one sort of last practice I'd like to do once we've passed around. Everybody take a seed. Yeah. And you can hold the seed, yeah, in both hands. Um, Sometimes we do this with a rock, yeah, to kind of anchor our energy, but seed is nice, especially at spring equinox, yeah. When everybody has the seed, we'll progress along. But you're welcome to, as you hold your seed, to put the energy of this time, your dreams, your hopes for this new year. We are energy and we are dreamers. I, I've taught lucid dreaming for many years. It's a shamanic practice. And I like to point out that we exist as a people because our ancestors dreamed. They would dream where the food was, they would dream the cures from plants. They would go into this dream place, sometimes through journeys, and sometimes at night. The shamans say we are dreaming the world, that this world too is a lucid dream of sorts that most of us are asleep in. We forget that we're dreaming. But the yogic practice of dreaming is to become conscious that this too is a dream. To keep that consciousness as we go into the dream world. Because in the dream world, we can fly, we can change things, time and space have a different form in dream space. So thank you for coming to this dream space together. I remind you that we are dreamers. Many of you have practices of meditation and practices perhaps even of dreaming, practices of connecting with your energy, you know, so forth. So for those of you who are sitting in a chair, I'm just going to request for a moment that you place your feet on the ground. Yeah. For those of you who are sitting cross-legged like me, it's totally fine. We're going to work with the spine. Yeah. Everybody have a seat. Oh, a couple more over here. Thank you for passing that out. Yeah. I'm always so grateful. I find that that's the most powerful practice. Joy. Yeah. I'm reading Rudolf Steiner's book, The Teachings of the Higher Realms and How to Attain Them. And he talks about that meditation really is a practice of laughing at oneself. Right? We become the observer. It's so funny I do that. Oh my God, that really pisses me off. That's so funny that I get upset about that thing. We become the observer and we can take ourselves a little more lightly. So observe that you are sitting in a chair or upon the ground and notice that you have a spine. If you can, let the spine be erect. If you do medicine practices, they say just sit with the spine erect. My Zen master, she said, all you have to do is sit with your spine erect and you'll remember everything eventually. It just takes a while. And imagine that you are sitting in a waterfall of light, for we are. Light is pouring down from the stars, from the sun, and raining upon us. See yourself in this waterfall of light. You may have a color of that light, you may have a quality of that light, but see yourself bathed in this light pouring down upon you, flowing through your crown, the very top of your head. You can imagine like a king or a queen. You're wearing a crown with jewels and open wide that may pour in down your spine and down your back. And all the way down your spine, your body, this sacred water from above pours down. And at the very base of your spine, we call it the sacrum. And at the very end of the sacrum, there are several bones. We call it the coccyx. Like a tail, drop that down towards the earth. Imagine that you too have a long tail. From the end of your spine, it goes all the way down into the earth, to the very center of the earth. And plug in the very base of your spine to the center of your earth. And then gather the energy of the earth like lava and bring it up through your feet, through your legs. If you're sitting cross legged on the ground, bring it straight up through the spine. It mixes in the pelvis, in the bowl of the hips, the energy from above and the energy from below. And it rises like rice cooking, steam rises up through the body. If you like, you can imagine the hips red, the belly orange, the solar plexus, this place of light, yellow, bright, deep in the breath. See the heart green like a forest, like a garden in bloom. See the throat flowing blue with the waters of life down your arms to bring life, healing to the world. As that energy rises up into the very center of the head, a really brilliant blue, indigo, we say. Indigo. Right? Let that light be brighter in the center of your heart. Let that light be brighter in the center of your head. Let the light be brighter in your hips, like a tube of light coming up the spine and fountaining out the top of the head. The horus all around the body. Holding your seed in the hands, and fed by this water flowing through your arms. Place the seed close to your heart in a prayerful way. And from your heart, send out light to the seed that it would grow big and abundant, and that you would be big and abundant, like a big kahuna, right? Able to do magic in your life and in the world around you, able to heal your family members, to heal yourself and your loved ones, able to see the future, to imagine it, and then to have it come true. And as a big kahuna, able to clear out the past, to let go of what is done. Love and peace and happiness into the seed. If you like, you can also raise the seed to your third eye, having the intention of light and love and peace and healing within your seed and within yourself. When you are complete with that, I encourage you to save the seed uh, on your altar or in the ground if you like. You can plant the seed, it will grow. Uh, Big kahuna beans, apparently. Yeah, like a magic beanstalk, right? Uh, Mahalo, right? So we will close the ceremony, yeah, with thanking the directions. Yeah. I'm just going to do it seated, acknowledging, yeah, the directions. Mahalo to the east. Yeah, thank you for your illumination and for your presence. Thank you for the sunrise, the reminder that each day is new and that we too have the opportunity to be fresh and new every day. Mahalo to the spirits of the east. Right. Mahalo to the spirits of the south, to the beings of the fire. Pele, mahalo. Mahalo for creation and destruction, for the reminder to let go of the past, that we can create the future anew. Mahalo. Mahalo to the spirits of the west, to the sunsets and the water. Mahalo to the beings, the ancient ones of the west. Mahalo for the dreams and the rest of the night. Mahalo to the beings of the west. And mahalo to the beings of the north for your support, your beauty, your radiance to the earth. Mahalo. Mahalo to the beings of the sky, to the ancient ones, the ancestors and the star beings. Thank you for your guidance. Thank you for your illumination. And thank you for creating us. Thank you to Mother Earth. Thank you for your support, for your compassion and your nurturing. Thank you, Mother Earth. You are so beautiful. Mother Earth, we ask for your forgiveness. We ask that you would teach us to be better stewards. We thank you for the opportunity of life. Mahalo. And mahalo to the within, to ourself, that we chose to be here. Mahalo.
Mahalo. It's beautiful, Kai. And now we will pass the bowl. And
And I'm just gonna play a little,
okay, and
yeah,
he's
as
going to
the
do the
bowl
bowls
goes
as we
around.
pass the bowl.
I also remind you as the bowl goes around that this too are seeds. Yeah, we plant with our faith. Yeah, we give what we have, knowing that it leads to abundance. That's the beauty of the seeds. Yeah, every seed grows bigger than a seed. Within the seed is the whole tree that can bear so much fruit. It is part of our practice to give of what we have, knowing that there is so much more. For we are abundant. And as we act in faith, our faith is blessed. This becomes the reminder of spring that we are making the world. So I think we're going to turn off the. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, we're going to have a share time. If you wanted to share, we would be happy to receive your email feedback or whatever. Yeah, but we're going to have a private time now. Blessing. Like that. So for the share, I think we're going to do